if you're watching this video, I feel like I needed to address something that's always on my mind, and when it comes to addiction and dealing with it. And I think a lot of people have like looked at addiction to think of to like, how can I say it? It's such a negative thing. It's like, oh, you're addicted, it's bad, like what you're doing isn't good, like you're ruining your life, and you most likely are. But if you can get out of that rock bottom mindset, right, it is the most beautiful thing. Like I said, like what Mike Tyson said, rock bottom is beautiful when you escape it. And like your journey through it, it's the most magical thing. So I'm going to explain today why I think addiction actually creates success, and if you can rewire your brain correctly when you're going through these addiction phases, why you come out 10 times stronger than like a person who hasn't gone or seen addiction. So people who don't have addictions, right? Many people do. You can be addicted to pizza shapes, collecting cars, riding bikes, whatever it is. A lot of people have addictions, but they could be good and they can be bad. And those bad ones, it all comes down to dopamine, right? And that's the main neurochemical in your brain. It's dopamine, and that's the rewarding sensation of whatever it is. It's rewarding, so it makes us think it's good, right? But when you're abusing your addiction, so gambling, porn, anything similar to that, it really damages you if you don't use it correctly. But if we mimic those neurochemicals in your brain, you actually have a superpower. Chemicals like norepinephrine and endorphins and cortisol, they're all like play different parts, not just dopamine and serotonin when you're coming through addiction. So this is like fight and flight modes, or stress levels, and just overall euphorias. They all play different parts in your brain when you are being addicted to something, right? And they all connect with each other in certain ways to rewire your brain into doing what you do. But if we can challenge these chemicals in our brain, because they're neurochemical, we can rewire them. If we can do that and mimic the effects that these drugs, this alcohol, these things give us, if we can mimic these effects into our brain, thinking that it's getting that source of dopamine, we've kind of won. So what I mean, I'll get into detail with this now. So for an example, I even wrote like a small ebook about this, but I'm so intrigued on this. When you are gambling, right, everyone knows that it's actually placing the bet. It's not necessarily the money and the amount, right? We all know when you actually get involved in that, it's placing the bet, it's the thrill it gives you. But what if I tell you can get thrills like that from messaging a guy on Marketplace and him replying and you knowing that you're going to make money off a certain deal? And you may think like, oh, it's more effort and stuff, but the thing is, you guys are going to make efforts going to the casino, going to the pubs. You're going to, if you're going online, you're making effort. But I know it's less of an effort, but if you can rewire your brain into getting that same sensation, like even as simply as someone even messaging you on Marketplace to resell an item, you're actually winning in life. You're making something like of yourself. You're making money. You're getting that same source of dopamine, and there's addiction. And you gotta work yourselves in that. Like you gotta find these mimic effects like to help yourself. You can't just like you can just stop gambling, of course, but it's obviously harder. But if you can use those effects onto other things, you've won. The same as like a porn addiction, guys. If you go out into the gym, do this. This is what I would say. Go see people, right, in non-rejectable environments. And what I mean by that is, don't go to clubs. Don't go to these places where girls are drunk, and even men, if they don't want anything to do with you, whatever. Don't go to rejectable places. Don't put yourself in those environments. Go to the gym. Go ask the girl, walk up to the girl and ask her, oh, are you finished with this equipment, or is this set, what's your set on, whatever it is, what's this exercise? Even if you know you don't need it, even if you know what she's doing, even if you don't care what she's doing, do it, because you're not going to get rejected. And you talking to someone, making that conversation, you've sparked the conversation, that enlightens your dopamine. Those creates the same neurochemical effects, bros. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing. Go to the library, go to school, work, whatever you're doing, go to the shopping center, ask, is this seat taken? Ask, is the seat taken? Even if you don't want to sit down, even if you know someone's there and it's free, just say it, bro, because it's so like, it gives you the same dopamine that you're talking to real people. It builds your confidence, it increases, but you might even get something out of the conversation, you know what I mean? It might spark one, but you might actually get something, you might make a new friend, who knows? These are the things that you need to be doing in order for to change your addictive behaviors. Because if you can do that and you can change your addictions and rewire and mimic the effects, bro, you've got a superpower. And what I mean by this is, people who don't go through addiction, they're going to live a mediocre life. They're going to be they're gonna be okay with, like, they don't have to go to the gym and talk to other people because they're fine, they're okay. You know, they don't need to do these things. You know, they don't want to have the drive to flip items on Facebook Marketplace or find new ways to make money, or, you know what I mean? They don't need to. Because they live such a normal life. They're okay, they're good, but how okay can you be? 20 years, 10 years pass and you're like, you know, oh, I'm okay. No, man, an addiction from rock bottom is beautiful. That journey, when you know you've gone through all of it, you've won. I mean, I'm telling you. And like drugs and alcohol is a bit of a different story because those are things that bring people together, like recreational drugs. They're very, and alcohol is like any language across the world. If you can share a beer with someone, I know this, and you can spark a conversation. I get that. It's hard to quit, especially if you abuse it. If you don't abuse those things, right, you can, but it's hard. That's different. This is why this one's a bit tricky, but what you guys want is connections. Every human wants a relationship, friendship, whatever. They want connection with people. What if I told you that the same feelings you get with like the alcohol is making someone laugh, making random people laugh, or having a coffee with them? But you can increase the blood flow in your body, increases your dopamine, you're being happy. You may seem it's crazy, but bro, the majority of people get into drugs and stuff because they follow the wrong crowd because of connections. If you just rewired your brain into slowing down into thinking, okay, like, let's go up and have a random coffee date. Also, there's apps for it, man. Like, go do it. Go do these random things, make people laugh. You're gonna have the same effect. I know it's different because people chase the thrill and the vibes of it, but like I said, you're still addicted. You gotta just rewire your brain. But yeah, that's basically my little rant for the night. Like, I thought about it. Like, it's cool. It's cool when you actually like can like realize it and you can fix yourself. You have to be at this place at this spot, because that's what the special part about it is. You just go up and it's sick. And like I said before, people living a mediocre life. That's what I mean. I wrote this down. Of course, you will hate the hurt over the joy, but embrace the feeling of both, as that's the best feeling of it all. You know, so you have to go through hate in order to feel the joy. That's the best feeling of it all. So yeah, let's go. That's my little rant on addiction, everyone.